traveled much in China, and I am currently in Hangzhou. One of my friend's friends, because she actually ended up getting sick, is taking me around to see the place. So let's go. I'm running late. Let's go to the metro. Hangzhou is like a pretty big city, and I have been here before during like national holiday time, so I know how busy it can get. But since it was New Year's, there was like no one on the streets, no cars, no people walking. It was so incredibly peaceful and beautiful to walk in. Now, I live in a rural area, so I really don't take the metro, so I think this was only my second time taking it by myself, and it was actually really easy to do. If you use a map, it tells you exactly what train, what line, what stop. I love it. Now, meet Westlake, one of the most popular destinations here in Hangzhou. Now, again, I went during the New Year, so there was almost no one here in the morning, and it was like the most peaceful I've seen Westlake ever. Normally, it can feel like you're walking in a cattle chute in Westlake because there's just so many people, but I liked seeing all these random little like architectural things and artworks and like this map of Hangzhou just etched into the ground, and of course, my favorite, the ducks. Look at the ducks. Oh my god. Such distinguished little gentlemen. Oh, they're so cute. I can't. Look at them. I took so many photos of these ducks. I freaking love them. They're gorgeous. Anyways, kind of moving on. I started walking around Westlake a little bit more because my friend's friend had missed the bus to get there and they weren't running a whole lot, so I had some time to kill. So I was just walking for funsies, taking pictures of all the birds for some reason. And it was really nice to get to see all the scenery without so many people being there. I really enjoyed it. And seeing all the boats on the lake and how peaceful and quiet it was quite enjoyable. I mean, literally just look at this. How stunning and ethereal is that? Oh, look, I found my ducks again. Yeah, that's right. I went and found them again so I could take more photos of them because I was obsessed. They're so distinguished. Look at them. Look at them. Anyways, moving on from that, I saw these cool ice creams and I didn't get any because I was really focused on getting coffee at that time. By this time, my new friend had met me here and we decided to walk around and he was showing me different areas. And of course, I end up searching for waterfowl again. Yep, looking for the waterfowl. You'll see it in a second. There it is. Found it. And we had some bomb-ass, apparently Michelin star dumplings. I was so happy. And what blows me away about China just every freaking time is just the juxtaposition between ancient history and modern technology. Because this little archway is from like the Song Dynasty, which is like so long ago. And I think just as an American, it's hard to comprehend something so ancient sometimes because we just don't have that here. We've either destroyed it or the most ancient things in our country are nature itself. Because as a country, we're practically an infant, let's be real. And it's just really cool to see like this ancient world collide with a modern one. And I really liked it. It was really fun. And this was like a whole shopping area. There was a chocolate museum. All of these buildings are made out of chocolate. Chocolate! And that's not even the most impressive, right? Because you're gonna see in a minute, there's even more big this. Look at that, that's all chocolate. And then this is chocolate. What the heck? People are so freaking talented, I can't. I also found this chunky Year of the Horse chocolate that I do in fact regret not buying because look how chunky and adorable it is. I want it so badly. Anyways, we also went to this copper museum where like all these artworks were just made out of copper and it was like the floor, the ceiling was copper. It was really cool to see. You know that building that was made out of chocolate? Well, here it is again, this time in copper. Look at that. And here's some like close-up of the details. It's so freaking impressive and cool. I'm always just so blown away by artwork. And there's food. Anyways, moving on. Here's my step count for that day. I walked an insane amount. Anyways, moving on. Here's the next day. I went to the Grand Canal of China, because that's where my friend lives. Anyways, here she is. She's adorable. I'm going to cover her face, though, because I don't think she knows I post online. Anyways, the Grand Canal of China. Gorgeous. Stunning. Super cute. And then I ate with her family, and I met a new friend who's also a foreign English teacher, and she's from Barbados, and I'm so excited. We also went to Hot Pot the next day. Now, I'm going to warn you here, if you're not a fan of organs, maybe don't watch this part. Scroll on. Bye-bye. Because I will be eating a brain and duck blood. So, just forewarning. Anyways, funnily enough, brain has the texture of tofu. Weird. And it wasn't that bad. I think my dipping sauce was bomb as fuck, though. And then duck blood. Random. Also very good. But this was another instance where they kept putting food in front of me, and I felt like I was about to burst by the end of it. We also went to this like little nature reserve park area that was really cute and had this little deer area, and they were so cute. Look at them. Oh, I love them so much. They're adorable. This one I'm convinced knew. It had a good side profile. Just look at that. Distinguished gentleman. Anyways, I just love seeing all the New Year's decorations everywhere. I think it's so beautiful. Now the next day, I went to one of the ancient cities, Shaoxing, which apparently is pretty famous for its yellow rice wine, which I did get to taste and was pretty good. And I got to see them open up a new jar for tasting, and it was a really cool process to see, because I just don't know how these store. Like, it's so cool. Some of the bottles they sell are like stunningly gorgeous. Look at this. Artwork right there. And again, the juxtaposition of ancient city and modern people just living in these ancient cities was just astounding to see, because we went to this like canal street that like people live on and just exist on, and it's like this ancient area, and it's so cool to see. My friends today were annoyed by the amount of people visiting this area, so they decided to take us to a different city called Anchang. So after this bridge, we decided to go over there, and it was also very busy, so we didn't stay here very long, but it was still a cool thing to see still. They had all the New Year's decorations out, like this paper cutting, like metal sculpture that was really cool to see, and this lucky money tree. I was a typical tourist and completely mesmerized by everything, because everything's just so new and so cool and so neat to see, like even these little boats going around. I love it. After this, though, we did end up leaving Anchang because it was just so many people, and we went through one of the shopping streets and you could not move. It was a cattle chute again. It was a lot. The next day, we visited my friend's hometown, who is also home to another ancient city. I forget the name of this one, though. I asked her and I completely forgot.
Oh, really?
This one was not nearly as crowded, which was very nice, and we got to see some cool performances too. And it was really neat seeing just all these canals and waterways that like are still in use today, and how everything's so connected. I just love seeing these things. It's so cool. Now, my new friend from Barbados, she does speak Chinese. She's been learning, I think, since 2018, and she's been traveling to China on and off since then too. So she and my other friend, who is from China, were kind enough to assist me in learning Chinese while we were all together. I can confidently say I barely remember anything they taught me. They keep reassuring me that I'm learning quickly, but I feel like that is a lie. Anyways, here I am learning how to say cotton candy in Mandarin Chinese.
Tang is candy. Han is cotton.
And hua is like flower.
It was honestly such a fun time, and I really enjoyed these little lessons. And look at the cotton candy. It's bigger than her niece's head. Oh my god. But there's so many different decorations and things just everywhere, and so much to look at. And like I said, there were performances. So here are some of them. And while we were in this city, I did get to try some Sinki tofu. It was actually pretty good. It's got like a nice crust on the outside and soft and chewy inside. Nice. I don't mind it. And you might notice all the beverages I have in front of me. They kept giving me drinks, and most of them were alcohol. So anyways, here's the last day. I had a few hours before I was going to meet up with my friend before I left. So I decided to take the metro and go back to the shopping district to get some things that I had seen and regretted not buying. Besides the chonky chocolate horse, I completely forgot about it. Shout out again to AMAP, helping me figure out all the train lines. It was a blast. Super easy. And here's the little shopping area. I think I got there right when it opened, so there was almost no one there. And finally, I returned to Hunan to see some little displays as I was driving home in my Didi. And to finish off my New Year's travel, I did end up seeing some fireworks on the way home, which were quite beautiful. It was a 10 out of 10 trip.